Alright, Shalom. Welcome to another video. And as always, before I get started, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakwadash, and next double honors to the head apostles / elder bishops of the great millstone who teach and who rule well. Peace, blessings, and safety. To all you sincere Akim, keep pushing, keep believing, and keep the faith, regardless of whether people hear or whether they forbear. Alright, and we're going to talk about how Vocab Malone, okay, if you don't know who that is, Vocab Malone is a Christian apologist, all right, and the topic I'm going to talk about is how he is literally hired by the elites to stop the Hebrew Israelite awakening, okay, and I've got video evidence of this, okay. Now this video is inspired by the clip that I have shown up here on the screen, okay. A lot of brothers have been doing reactions to this video, okay, of Vocab Malone going and harassing another Israelite group out in Phoenix, Arizona. Okay, they're not Great Millstone affiliated. All right, but they did bring up some good points. But okay, Vocab Malone, he said something profound. All right, in this clip. Okay, that really exposes his true intentions. Okay, he doesn't come to try to bring anyone to the Lord, so to speak. He comes to cause controversy, to cause chaos. All right, and ultimately try to disrupt the building of this spiritual temple. Okay, so that's the topic I'm going to dive into. I'm going to play this first clip, and then I'll play the second clip, all right, where he admits that he's hired by the FBI and the Vatican, all right, and Yahweh Rachazah is edifying to the elect. So
when do I lie about you?
In the city,
when do I lie about you?
People not be afraid.
I never.
Shall there be evil in a city, and the Lord hath not done it?
Wait a minute. I think I hear it sounds like fear. What have I lied about you guys? Because I think
tell me when I lied.
All of Israel can say that a lot of the different little views you give to the public about this, the Israelites, is wrong. Those are lies.
Such as
you have an agenda.
I do have an agenda.
You know what it is.
okay, notice he
says no, I do have that. It's to do polemics against the Hebrew Israelism. That's true.
Okay, can I?
Okay, so his agenda is to do polemics against what he calls the Hebrew Israelites, which really just is talking about, and he said Hebrew Israelism, which really is just pretty much the Israelite awakening that's prophesied of in the Bible. Okay, so that word he said, I do have an agenda, which is to do polemics. Okay, we're gonna get the definition.
Yes, sir. And I've seen you, throughout the years, you never speak about, what these guys they do try to clean their people up.
That's
they tell them to stop doing drugs,
right?
Stop being, stop being wicked and in gangs and all of these different things. All I hear is they hate white people.
Negative.
But then I know you've heard. I know that you've heard different people say it's not about skin color
at all.
There's certain Israelites that we know are Israelites that have so-called pale skin. So
right, and we say that all the time. Okay, we say that all the time, but they want to paint this narrative out of all the different things that are happening in the world, like pedophiles. Hell, you just in the past month, you had, I think it was 150 children were rescued from a Jewish pedophile ring. Okay, all right, you just had that happen in the past few weeks. I'll do a video on that. I've been saying I was gonna do one. I get to that, real soon this week. Yahweh Rachazah. But okay, they don't talk about any of these things. They don't condemn. They don't condemn any of the other false doctrines going out there. Not saying that we're teaching false doctrine, but okay, what they believe to be false doctrine, their main target is to come against the Hebrew Israelites. Okay, that's their main objective, specifically Vocab Malone. And once again, there's a reason for that. Okay, he was hired for that purpose. Okay, so let's play the rest of the video, and then I'll show you the second video. I'll show the evidence, all right, where he admits that the FBI, FBI agent and a Vatican representative came to him, all right, pretty much,
That's a lie. That's a lie. But that's a lie. You told me to tell me.
Have I ever talked about white people to you?
You did lie.
No, I never bring up white people. You know what I told you?
Go ahead.
Okay, all right, and so he wants to paint the narrative that we're a bunch of violent racists and all these kind of things, and I didn't show it in this clip, but there's another portion. All right, I think it's out of this video. Okay, where the brother was saying that someone was questioning him, asking him, well, you compare Hebrew Israelites to, the KKK and all these different things. Well, just name some quote unquote terrorist, events or things that the Hebrew Israelites done. Because really, all we do is preach the Bible. You had one instance of a bug out in New Jersey that went in. He banged 4 people at a Jewish grocery store. Okay, but he didn't have nothing to do with Great Millstone or any of the other Israelite camps. I think he was a part of ICGJC, which I don't even think they're around anymore. I think they're completely defunct. Okay, because they're bugged out. But anyways, the point is that that goes against the scriptures. Okay, and we don't teach nothing like that, and he knows it. All right, not only that, but we don't teach against so-called white people. Okay, we teach against Edomites. All right, there's a lot of so-called white people in the camps that are actually Israelites. A lot of people who appear to be Caucasian are Israelites, and he knows that. Okay, but once again, he has an agenda. All right, he's hired by the elites to try to disrupt the building of the spiritual temple. Okay, so let's get to the word for polemics. Okay, because he mentioned that. He said, my job is to do, my agenda is to do polemics. All right. It's a noun, polemic. It means a controversial argument or discussion, a controversy. All right. A disputant, one who writes or argues in opposition to another. All right. An adjective, pertaining to controversy. All right. Disputatious, controversial. All right. Like it says, like an enemy stirring up hostility. Okay, so his whole objective, he's not trying to learn anything. He's not concerned with the truth. He's there to stir up hostility and controversy. Okay, he's there to try to. He's known to be. The scriptures talk about the accuser of the brethren. Okay, that's what vocab is. He's a devil. All right, a slanderer. Okay, and we're gonna get to that. But let's play that video first. Okay, where I said I would show you where he admits that he was hired by the FBI.
Yes.
Okay,
I'm just
so
super.
Let's go to that one first.
How did you get into this? I'm just super curious to know what led to all this.
Well, one day I was chilling, and I heard a knock on the door, and it was a man in a black suit, and he said, "I'm a Jesuit, and we want to hire you. We've got some Vatican money." And I said, "Okay, do you have any other credentials?" And he also told me he worked for the FBI, and I was in.
How did you get into this? I'm just super.
Okay, there you go. So, obviously you can see that's vocab. It's his voice. All right. He says a guy came to him in a black suit. He said, we got some Vatican money. All right. And he said, okay, cool, I'm in. So he's bought and paid for, man. This guy is a hired agent, all right, to try to destroy the Hebrew Israelites, to try to stop the awakening, which you think to yourself, well, that sounds like a crazy conspiracy, but it's in the Bible. So that's what we're going to go to next is the prophecies. All right. First one we're going to touch on is Psalms the 83rd chapter. Okay, just to show you that the nations have done this, and the elites, they know exactly who the Hebrew Israelites are. That's why they're doing things like that, sending out, alphabet letter agencies, okay, and people that are joined up with the Vatican to try to stop it, because the truth is the biggest threat to a group of liars. Okay, so this is Psalms 83rd chapter, verse 1. It says, "Keep not silence, O Yahweh, and hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, Come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance." Okay, so the nations gather together, all right, so that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. So they plotted, they planned. It's all done by design, okay? And now we're being woken up to this truth by the power and spirit of Yahweh Shem El Shai. It says, "For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom, the so-called white man, the Ishmaelites, so-called Arabs of Moab, okay, the so-called Chinese, and the Hagarenes, so-called Africans, Gabal and Ammon and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot, Selah." Okay, so this is not some far-fetched thing. Okay, no, this is in the scriptures that they would do this. Okay, that's exactly what they've done. All right, they when we came over here in slavery, we had our heritage beat out of us, our language. Okay, we don't know anything about pretty much where we were at before that. Okay, but now the Most High has revealed it unto us, and it's coming up in secular history. And another thing too, see, with everything that's going on in the world, a lot of these other nations are starting to spill the beans so to speak, about who the actual Israelites of the Bible are. Okay, and really, that's a lot of the reason too why they're so, hard up against the Arabs, because the Arabs are a part of this. Okay, they're one of the main proponents of hiding who the children of Israel are. All right, right along with Esau, even the so-called white man. So, okay, all these things, man. All right, this is all in the scriptures. Okay, let's go to the book of Ezra, chapter 4. All right, to show you that there was men back then who were paid to do this back then in those times. Okay, paid to try to disturb what the Israelites had going on. This is Ezra 4:1. Now, when the adversaries of Judah and Benjamin heard that the children of captivity builded the temple unto Yahweh Basham Yahushai, power of Israel, then they came to Zerubbabel, to the chief of the fathers, and said unto them, Let us build with you, for we seek your God, as ye do, and we do sacrifice unto him since the days of Esarhaddon, king of Ashur, which brought us up hither. But Zerubbabel and Jeshua and the rest of the chief of the fathers of Israel said unto them, Ye have nothing to do with us to build an house unto our God, but we ourselves together will build unto the Lord Yahweh, power of Israel, as King Cyrus the king of Persia hath commanded us. Then the people of the land weakened the hands of the people of Judah and troubled them in building. That's what he's trying to do. And hired counselors against him to frustrate their purpose all the days of Cyrus king of Persia, even unto the reign of Darius king of Persia. Okay, so that's what they're trying to do. Vocab Malone is one of those hired counselors. All right, trying to stop what the children of Israel are doing. It says, And in the reign of Ahasuerus, in the beginning of his reign, wrote they unto him an accusation against the inhabitants of Judah and Jerusalem. That's what Vocab's trying to do. He's trying to pin us with Islam and pin us with all these different weird bug outs, because ultimately he wants to accuse so that he can get us deleted. Okay, he is a paid agent. All right, and he admitted it in the video. Okay, guy came in with a black suit, said I'm with the FBI, we got some Vatican money. Okay, he pretty much said, where do I sign up? Okay, so this guy is bought and paid for. And these Christians they don't do research on this kind of stuff. Okay, they're not concerned with the truth either. All right, they're concerned with upholding the lies of this beast system. All right, let's continue on though. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 10 and verse 18. Okay, because the Lord, he sees all these things, man. All right, you're not gonna get away with it. Proverbs 10 and 18, it says, He that hideth hatred with lying lips, and he that uttereth a slander is a fool. Okay, so he's straight out just be lying on us, man. All right, and once again, we expect that. Okay, we expect that from the devil. All right, Vocab is an Edomite, so I mean, what more do you expect? Psalms 101 and 5. Whoso privily slandereth his neighbor, him will I cut off. Him that hath an high look and a proud heart will I not suffer. Okay, so the Most High, all right, he's going to get at Vocab and all these other Edomites, man, for all their blasphemies. All right, Psalms 50 and 19, it reads, Thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother. Thou slanderest thine own son, thine own mother's son. These things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Because nothing's happening right now. See, they've been getting away with this for years. Okay, but the Most High is not going to keep silence much longer. It says, Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such an one as thyself, because they got the riches, the wealth, so they think, okay, the Most High must be dealing with us. But I will reprove thee and set them in order before thine eyes. Okay, really what it is he's raised you up to be destroyed, just like he raised up ancient Pharaoh. Okay. So, all right, once again, all right, the Most High, he's paying attention to what they got going on, what they're doing. All right. And he's getting ready to cast down the accuser. Okay, this is Revelation 12 and 10. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, Now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our God and the power of his anointed. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our God day and night. That's what Esau wants to do. Esau believes that if he could set up conditions where Jake is pushed into wickedness, that he'd be able to accuse Jacob to the Heavenly Father and say, see, they're not the people, they can't be. Look how wicked they are. Okay, and anything they can do to try to get that birthright back, but it's not going to happen. It says, and they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony, and they loved not their lives unto the death. See? So the victory is already written, okay? The victory for the elect is already written. All right, we're overcoming him by the blood of the Lamb that covers us from the wrath, because Esau has no power unless we're unprotected by Yahweh Shemel Shai. All right. Okay. And by the word of their testimony, and they love not their lives into the death. So, prophesying, okay, this is a part of the role of the hopeful elect. Okay, going out there and speaking out against all this wickedness. So once again, nobody else is really doing. All right, it's really just Great Millstone for the most part. All right, but this is Isaiah 29:20. It says, "For the terrible one is brought to naught, the scorner is consumed, and all that watch for iniquity are cut off. That make a man an offender for a word, and lay a snare for him that reproveth in the gate, and turn aside the jest for a thing of naught." Okay, that's what Esau does. Okay, he lays a snare for him that reproveth in the gate for us. Okay, he's trying to, like I said, connect us with Islam and all these different weird bugged out doctrines to try to label us as terrorists. Okay, when all we do, like I said, all we do is just read the Bible. We don't attack nobody. We're not burning crosses. Okay, we're not lynching people. Okay, these are Edomite Christians that have done all these things. All right, let's get a few more scripts. Let's go to John chapter 11. Okay, because this scripture I'm about to read, okay, you had wicked scribes and Pharisees that turned against Yahushua because they want to keep their position. A lot of these Israelites are doing the same thing. They bought and paid for by Esau. They got the 501c3 charter, tax exemption. Okay, where they're not allowed to say certain things. Okay, and they're quick to turn in, the true prophets because they want to keep their position here in Babylon the Great. Now, this is the book of John, chapter 11, and verse 45. It says, "Then many of the Jews which came to Mary and had seen the things which Yahushua did believed on him. But some of them went their ways to the Pharisees and told them what things Yahushua had done. Then gathered the chief priests and the Pharisees a council and said, What do we? For this man doeth many miracles. If we let him thus alone, all men will believe on him, and the Romans shall come and take away both our place and nation." So even a lot of these Israelite camps, okay, like IUIC, they have the elites running them from the background, man. Okay, that's how Nate all of a sudden, Mr. $150 million man, all this tithe money, okay, you best believe he's taking orders, okay, and that's why, especially once Vocab Malone though, and he hires these black Christians to try to join up with them, and a lot of times, most of the time, they end up leaving them. But okay, Vocab Malone, that's his gig, that's his job, okay, is to harass Hebrew Israelites, to be polemic. Okay, and another thing too, all right, it said that, if we leave them alone, that all men shall believe on them. So they know that they can't really overcome us in the scriptures. So what do they try to do? They just try to harass and distract us as much as possible. All right, that's pretty much it. Okay, let's get a few more scriptures, get ready to wrap it up. All right, the book of Sirach, also known as Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha. All right, I'm going to start at Sirach 11:31. It says, "For he lieth in wait and turneth good into evil, and in things worthy of praise will he lay blame upon thee. Of a spark of fire, a heap of coals is kindled, and a sinful man layeth wait for blood." Okay, so, all right, Esau is the man of sin. All right, and that's what his whole MO is. His modus operandus, all right, is to delete the Israelites. Okay, and Vocab, he's a part of that. Okay, this is Psalms 37 and 32. "The wicked watcheth the righteous and seeketh to slay him." Okay, so you don't see us going over there, all right, bugging these people. We don't care to even talk to them. All right, what's the point? Okay, what's the point? We put out rebuke videos for doctrine's sake, but we're not gonna go blitz other camps. We don't care about that. We're not gonna go to the church, try to tell them that they're wrong. We don't care, because at the end of the day, it's only for the elect. If they want to believe in that, that's up to them. All right, if they're the elect, the Most High will guide them out and bring them to the true teachers. It's plain and simple, okay? But the wicked watcheth the righteous and seeketh to slay him. So they want to, ultimately they want to make a move on us, but they can't just yet because it's not the right time. Yahweh Shemel Shai has a certain time appointed for those judgments to go forth. All right, let's get Acts chapter 5 and verse 38. Okay, I'll start there, and it reads, it says, "Now I say unto you, refrain from these men, and let them alone. For if this counsel or this work be of men, it will come to naught." Okay, so that's what the scriptures tell you to do, but they're going to keep on bugging and harassing folks. All right, when, as Apostle Har says, they are a persona non grata, meaning you're not welcome. Okay, nobody wants to talk to you. You're just a pest. You don't understand prophecy. Okay, what the hell are we talking about? We playing with two different decks of cards. Okay, you don't understand the scriptures. So we're not gonna entertain it. All right. Continuing on though, Acts 5:39 it says, "But if it be of the Most High, ye cannot overthrow it. Lest happily ye be lest happily ye be found even to fight against the Most High. And to him they agreed, and when they had called the apostles and beaten them, they commanded they should not speak in the name of Yahushua and let them go." Okay, so they went as far as to grab up the apostles and beat them. Okay, you think they did that because they were teaching a world-friendly, God loves everybody doctrine? No. Okay, they got imprisoned and beat because they were teaching the truth, and the truth is dangerous to a world that is built on lies, man. Okay, we read in John 11 chapter the wicked scribes and Pharisees were afraid because they felt like, oh, look at all these miracles he's doing. If we leave him alone, all men are going to believe on him, and we're going to lose our place in the Roman Empire. So they were scared of that. It's the same thing today. All right, a lot of jakes get mad at us because, oh, you're making things harder for black people. Okay, no, we're prophesying. And really, if you had spiritual eye salve, you'd understand that we're actually giving you the way out. Okay, because most of the people, they see the kingdom, they see heaven as being rich on this side. This is their heaven right now. Okay, but all right, the Most High, he set it up a different way. Okay, and this also like there's more meat on that. Acts 5:31, "And they departed from the presence of the council, rejoicing that they were counted worthy to suffer shame for his name." That's the right mindset to be in. Okay, so we're not afraid of these Edomites, man. All right, let's go to Psalms 3, and I'm gonna close out with that. It says, starting from the top of verse 1, it says, "Yahweh, how are they increased that trouble me? Many are they that rise up against me. Many there be which say of my soul, there is no help for him in the Most High." They don't believe that we're gonna be protected. Okay, what they believe, Edomites are very good at, as the scriptures call them, a deaf adder. Okay, they're good at ignoring the facts. Okay, they don't think that we're gonna be protected in that day. That's why they're getting ready to come down having great wrath. But anyways, "But thou, O Yahweh, are my shield for me, my glory, and the lifter up of mine hand. I cried unto Yahweh with my voice, and he heard me out of his holy hill. Selah. I laid me down and slept. I awaked, for the Lord sustained me. I will not be afraid of 10,000s of people that have set themselves against me round about." That's the point. Okay, it says the burning wrath of a great multitude is getting ready to come down upon you. And that's what ultimately what Esau wants, and that's what Vocab wants, because he's an Edomite. Okay, he wants the Israelites to be persecuted. All right, that time is coming, so just prepare your mind for it. Continuing on, it says, I'm gonna read it again. Psalms 3:6. "I will not be afraid of 10,000s of people that have set themselves against me round about." Why? Because we got 10,000s of angels watching. "Arise, O Yahweh, save me, O my power, for thou hast smitten all mine enemies, and upon the cheekbone thou hast broken the teeth of the ungodly. Salvation belongeth unto Yahweh Bashmi El-Shai, thy blessing is upon thy temple." Okay, so there you go. All right, that's it. Okay, so the Most High, he's going to protect his elect. All right, but just know that there is agents out there, okay, like Vocab Malone, bought and paid for, to try to come in and cause distractions in ministry. Don't fall for the nonsense. All right, I'm going to close out with that. Yahweh righteous, I was edifying. As always, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakudash. And until next time, Shalom.